All right, people, we're just gonna have to come in, man. We've been having some madness today, mad difficulties. I redirected you to a stream that I already set up, and then the thing just disappeared. So my apologies. For the couple people that is just coming in, please share this out. Try and do your best to redirect people if you can. But we're here. We're gonna get this done under the lens. Football locker room banter, man, like James in the building. First of all, let me give you the original welcome. You know what I mean? Under the lens. This is your under the lens, my friend. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. Just finished work. Came back to do the stream with you. It's been waiting for ages to do the stream, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking forward to it.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Same, bro. Same. Obviously, I know. Obviously, you had things, and you've always kept in contact with me anyway, so I've known what it is. And thank you for coming on, man. Obviously, we'll get into obviously your story and what you're doing, but I first like to normally start, especially with Arsenal fans and any fan that I chat to, just their early memories, kind of what got you into Arsenal, and like a good and a bad early memory for you, my guy.
Do you know what? Some fans won't like this story, yeah, because my granddad was a Sheffield Wednesday fan, and he tried to come with that Sheffield Wednesday baby kit. Obviously, I'm from London always. My white side of the family is from up north, innit? And they're Sheffield Wednesday fanatics, yeah. So I won't really into it like that. My dad doesn't like football. He's not from England. He don't really like football. So I was left on my own demise. I had to choose my own team. I didn't have a dad to choose for me.
Right.
It was all my own decision. So basically, I'll be real. I fell in love with Michael Owen, and as an 8-year-old, I screamed Liverpool, but I didn't know what Liverpool was. Do you get it? I just knew Michael Owen and the Three Lions in England. So basically, when I became of age, I'd say about 13 years old, I thought, I love football. I'm never going to leave London to go to Liverpool. I wasn't even supporting Liverpool anymore, really. And I just started watching football more and more as a 13-year-old, and I just fell in love with Arsenal. I literally just fell in love with them. I didn't have anyone to tell me what to do or who to support, and I thought I have to support a London team. And the biggest team in London, and I just fell in love with Henri.
Come on.
You know, all that, like, you know, it's like 2001, 2002, I became an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? 23 years of hurt. You know, no, the first 5, 6 years were good. I'll be real with it. The first 5 years was,
Good.
it's like a marriage,
Yeah.
for me anyway, for my age. Because it's like, I had my honeymoon. I got married, had my honeymoon. Everyone wanted my girl. Like, no one could take that. Do you know what I mean? And then 20 years of just divorce or just a non-happy marriage. You know what I mean? So
Unhappy, bro. I get it. I get it, man.
that's
So
really my story. That's it.
yeah, and what's kind of like a first early, like a good memory and a bad memory? Like for me, obviously the worst memory was 2006, but that's me. Obviously, I'm a little bit older than you. Like, you know, what's the first good memory for you that you remember kind of as you was young, getting into
Man, you know
Arsenal?
what? I look young, but I'm 36 years old.
Swear
And
that.
yeah, I'm 36 years
Bro, you
old.
look like
And
you're 26 years old, bro. I
yeah,
swear to
some
God,
people
bro.
say that to me, man.
I'm half
But
black, and I probably don't even look as young as you, bro. I swear to God.
no,
It's
trust me.
real.
You know what? I never drank in it. I never took drugs. I
Big up.
bummed a little, but that's
I
about
swear.
it. Do you know what I mean? I've been a healthy man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Nah, big up, man.
back to the football. Yeah, basically, I used to travel up to the Highbury to see the stadium, and I just used to go there and bunk school in year 8 and just go to the Highbury Stadium for nothing. Like, I don't even know like why, because I was only going to the gift shop. But anyway, like I loved Arsenal. Like, one of the best memories is being 13 to 19 years old. Like, just in love. I'm still in love with Arsenal, don't get it twisted. But obviously I got life, I got my own son, I got my
Yeah,
business, I got things
yeah.
to do. Obviously, as you get older, it's not quite the same, innit? Do you know what I mean? Good fond memories, man. But I'll say my worst memory was two things: Chelsea being born, yeah, Chelsea being
Yeah,
born, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Father Abraham.
Them coming onto the scene, that was hell for me. And the main thing is those years and years of me screaming Arsene Wenger out and waiting. I mean, I was Arsene Wenger out since 2011, so I
I
was
was there
waiting
in
for.
2008.
Well, you're one of the first few fans that was Arsene Wenger before me, so I respect that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I had to wait a good 8 years for it to come true. Do you know what I mean? So it was like that was my worst memories. Just like the fan base being divided, and
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me, I hated the mud from like 2010, 11 to like, because I would say, yeah, when you were screaming Arteta out, I mean not Arteta, man, still got Arteta, you know. When you were screaming Wenger, when you were screaming Wenger out, yeah,
Yeah.
I still was happy with him. If you're talking 2008, do you know what I mean?
Mm,
Yeah, the Champions League final just happened a year before.
yeah.
It was disappointing, but it was like it really kicked in for me like 2010. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's when it
Right.
really kicked in for me.
Right. Right. Wow, man. There you go. And for me, like I said, is because we moved stadium, because obviously my first experience was at Highbury, and I mean, my dad was a season ticket holder. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go to Highbury quite a lot.
Yeah,
Got to go to the Emirates, but then we just couldn't afford it. It just got too expensive, and we couldn't believe what was going on. We just seen our invincible team getting broken up. The players are saying that we're not ambitious. There were so many things, bro, and like we just couldn't. We're like, what? This club's changing.
yeah,
We don't know what it is. We thought we were coming here to compete, so it's a bit weird for us. We was kind of caught in that stage, you know. My dad really wanted to see a Champions League or even a Europa League
yeah.
before he died. He's not here no more, so you understand, like, these things
Right.
matter to certain Arsenal fans, but it's not about me, it's about you. So let's keep it back on what you think at the moment. So where do you think the club is currently, my guy? What do you think the goals are for Arsenal Football Club? In your, could I ask the same questions, but everyone's perception is different. That's why. Do you know what I mean? So for you, where do you think we're at, man?
You know, I'm on the fence this year. Going into this year, I'm on the fence.
Mm,
If anyone spoke to me a year ago, I was super positive.
right.
I felt like we was where we're supposed to be. I was ecstatic. I thought we was going in the right direction completely. I'm
Mm,
a bit on the fence right now, and I know your views. I
mm,
know your view.
mm,
Also, people, I co-host with a guy called Shaq who's got views his opinions too.
mhm.
So
Catch
I'm
him on
never,
Thursday.
I'm not one of those people who's trying to beef the Arteta out people. Do you know what I mean? Because I understand it. Because I was
Mm,
Wenger out for so long that I
mm,
understand the frustrations and I understand how you can get to that point.
mm.
But for me personally, back to your question, yeah, I feel like this is his chance to get it right this season, and it's his last chance to lose. If he fails, unfortunately for him, he took too long to get into this position that he has to go, and you're just gonna have to call him Brendan, and that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Brendan Arteta, I get it. I get it. No, no, I hear it, man. Obviously, people were saying the same kind of thing last season, but obviously because of the injury, because he just gets universal support, and I just don't
Mm,
understand it.
mm,
I just don't. But that's just me. Like I said, we all see things differently. So, and I don't want this channel to be like an echo chamber, because
yeah.
then we get called the cult. I want people. I want to
Mm,
discuss. I want to understand why people look at it this way, because sometimes I feel like I need to get two spoons and just pop my eyes out, bro, because I'm seeing things. It's weird to me. Do you get it?
mm.
But like I said, little bit of an explanation on that. So what do you think now the goals are? Has he got to win a major? Has he got to do a cup double? Is one cup enough? Like, what is the goals now? You said it's the last chance
Mm,
saloon this season. So what does
mm.
he have to do?
He has to win. He has to like he has to win. Look, there's a great area in this because if he wins the Premier Champions League, I'm gonna be raiding your streams. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll be raiding everyone. Every Arteta hour, they're gonna hear from me in it. They're gonna hear from me in it. But if you don't win one of those and he finishes second and he has a good title charge and we win an FA Cup, still gonna be pissed. I'm still gonna be pissed, bro. But then it will be if the board choose to keep him, I will slightly understand from their point of view why. But from my point of view, he has to win one of the two big ones to stay because enough's enough, bro. 6 years, you've had the money. Listen, people, I want to be Chelsea. And in a sense, I want to be Chelsea. I want to move like Chelsea. I want to manager after manager after manager.
Mm,
I want to be that kind of club. I'm
mm,
sick and tired of this giving man time. The only reason Arteta
mm.
deserved the time is because he took us from the mud, man. Like if you go look at our squad when he took over, it was a joke. Like we was mudded, bro. We was absolutely mudded.
See, me personally, I believe that's a bit of a myth, but obviously it's but only because, bro, like we finished fifth. We was in a Europa League final. Like,
Mm.
other than the FA Cup final, what final has Arteta got to, bro? Everyone said we were in the mud, but we never finished 8th. When Arteta took over, his first three finishes was 8th, 8th, 5th. Like, he shouldn't even, for me, he shouldn't even have got to 22, 23.
Yeah.
8th, 5th. Unai never finished that way. I know he was in like joint 6th or 7th when he got sacked, but he never finished the season. So for me, I kind of feel like it just weren't as bad as people make up. But that's my opinion. It's not yours. So you're saying if he wins like. If he challenges again in the league and maybe picks up like a domestic cup, you're saying that you'd understand why the board wouldn't want to just cut him out.
I would understand why the board would give him another year. Me, I would be like, do you know what? We should just go for another. If as soon as a good manager comes available, Enrique, the list goes on, one of the top 5, 6 managers in the world, you go get that. And if it doesn't work, listen, when Arteta leaves, I will say this for you, yeah. My level is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be like, if you don't make 4th, I don't care if it's the first year or the last year, you don't make 4th, you're gone. You don't win nothing in 2 years, you're gone. And you know why? Because we've from the Emirates, from the start of the Emirates, when they promised us we was gonna compete, yeah, he had to deal with dual ownership. He's got through that. He's had to get rid of Arsene Wenger, bring in Unai Emery. The fans were not liking his style of play. He's got rid of him. He's brought Arteta in. He's finally got what he wants, yeah? A man who can fucking make water turn into wine. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got that. So, if it don't work with Arteta, I don't want to see no more time and processes. The squad is there. And I will say this about Arsene Wenger, yeah? Arsene Wenger was like Arteta in the sense he would make a nice attack, the best attack in the league or second best attack, and then the defense is swag. If Arsene Wenger just added, and a Saliba, a Gabriel, someone of this ilk, when he had Nasri and all that, man, we would have won shit, And Arteta has done the same shit. He's built an amazing defense, an amazing goalkeeper, and he's left it so late for the attack. And now we only can fulfill and see what the true potential of Arteta is this season. I have to say it, because he was so stubborn. I don't know if it was him, Edu, whoever, but this is the season. You got Gyökeres now. I don't care if no one else comes through the door. You've got the striker. You chose Noni with Berra.
And you think that would be enough? Sorry to just cut in there. I'll let you carry on with your flow. Like just Gyökeres.
I'm saying you've got the striker. Yeah. You've got depth now. You've got. If we don't sell anyone and we close the window closes today, we've got Noni, Trossard, Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, Wanyeri, who can all play on the wings. We got Havertz, Jesus, and Gyökeres up top. The midfield stacked. The back stacked. Like this new centre back's coming in. He looks like good potential. Kepa, I didn't like the signing, but if he's just gonna sit on the bench, why not? Emergency settings, you get it. So there's no excuse now. And unfortunately for him, Liverpool might get Isak. They might just get Isak and go crazy.
We're going to talk about all of that. Obviously, I just want to roll through my questions so we can get your story, and then we'll rock out for the chat for a little bit. And I know you've obviously got to go and do the school run. I got to do similar settings. So, again, thank you for coming on, my bro. But like I said, it's always good to hear from you guys and from your side of the fence, because some people, I think like yourself, if you can at least back it up with something, and it ain't just a feeling in your fingers, a feeling in your toes. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's what I say, because here we are on the 15th of July, my guy, and the 6th signing, we still ain't got done. And that's the striker. Like, we've got all, as you said, you built all these defenders, all these fridges. Like, we need something up front. Like, Wenger couldn't build a defense. Arteta can't build an attack. So what's different, But all right, cool. So you've got your Harry Potter one now, my guy. You can change anything. 3 things at the club. What 3 things would you? Anything? The culture, the fans, players, management. You can change 3 things as of right now. What would they be, bro?
The first thing, if I was Berto or some shit like that,
bro. If you had a magic one, James football locker banter room, locker room banter, you can just
forget magic, forget magic shit. I like realistic shit. So if I was walking in the door, the first thing I would do is I would have a fucking Chelsea hate wall in the main office. You get it? I'm putting the wall of Chelsea. These are the ops, bro. These are the enemies. These who we destroy. We crush them. That's it. We stay above them. We crush them. That's it.
Facts.
And we stop doing business with Chelsea unless it's one of their top 3 ballers. And I'm talking Palmer, Caicedo, and then whoever you want to put third. Unless it's top 3 ballers, I don't want to hear a Chelsea player come through the door again. But at the same time, I feel like Noni isn't a bad signing for backup, but we can get into that later on or another time. But the second thing I'll change, is like I said, I would have my new rule where if you don't make top 4, you're gone. And if you don't win a trophy in 2 years, you're gone. That's the second thing I'll change. And the last thing I'll change, is a hard one, but I would definitely try and get 70,000 seats in that fucking stadium ASAP. ASAP.
Yeah.
70,000 seats, and I'll give 10,000 to the to the people that deserve it, and I'll give it to them half price, bro.
Right.
That's the three things I'll change, innit?
Oh no, I hear that, man. I hear that. Big up for that, man. And because obviously, like we you know, in terms of making money, it will be good. But also, like, stop trying to just fill it with tourists and that. Like, if you want an atmosphere, like as you said, you need 10,000 of the man them. Like, that's gonna go down there. They're worried about the atmosphere more than they're worried about going to the armory. So no, man.
No, but even for people, even like for me, I've been a red member for 10 years. How can you be a red member for 10 years? It just doesn't make sense. It's not fair. Do you get it? The only way I can go to games is when someone I know a few people, but everyone wants to use their tickets. And I literally go to like one game a year. I'm an armchair baller at this point. I'm an armchair fan at this point.
I've been like that for a minute, bro. I've been, like I said, man, we gave up the ticket in 2008, bro. You get it? So we haven't been going regular since then. Obviously, my dad's not even here anymore, but that's what it's like. And the thing is, there's like 100,000 people on the waiting list for season tickets, bro. It's mad. That's why it's like some of our views that we're out here having civil wars between inners and outers, and they don't really give a shit, bro. They don't really give a shit. Do you know what I mean? So there's that. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. So I mean, obviously, you're saying if only we got if we got Gyökeres in and the window closes now, you still think? Because I was going to ask you what pieces do you think we need to challenge, but it sounds like you think we could already do it, bro. If the window closes now.
Listen. For me, this is what they do, They get Eze and Rodrigo, They get Eze.
Yeah, I would love.
They have to get Eze and Rodrigo. For me, they get Eze and Rodrigo. That leaves them that next year they don't really have to spend money. The year after, like you see Liverpool and City, especially Liverpool, right now. The reason why they can go and buy Wirtz for 130 mil and then go and buy Isak at the end of the window, possibly for 150 mil. The reason why they can do that is because they already stacked their team years ago. The fruits of Klopp's labor are shining through still. And that's just like Roman. His fruits are shining through still with Chelsea. And I hope it's the end for Chelsea. But back to the point, like Liverpool, if we want to be that team, get these two signings done now. In January, you never know. Saudi might come in and give us 50 mil, 60 mil for Martinelli. They might come in with 50 mil for Havertz. If we stack up the team now. Plus, Chelsea did it last year. They overspent and then they relied and panicked and sold. Yeah, we need to do that now. We need to overspend, even if it's going over the 200 mark. They didn't want to go, whatever the mark was, they need to go over it. And
do you think that? Do you think that we're even capable of doing that? Because that's what I'm like. Like, I'm not saying like break the rules, but bend them a little bit. Like once in because James, the last 3 seasons we've made profit. Yeah, we spent fuck all last season as well. We've made seasons 3 seasons profit 3 times in a row. We should at least have one summer where we go mad, and then we don't need to do that again for 2 or 3 seasons, or even 4.
And when have you seen the Arsenal puzzle complete? And I'm not saying it's the best puzzle in the world, but we've never had a complete jigsaw puzzle. There's always a piece missing. It doesn't matter how quality the actual overall puzzle is, but we've never completed it. Every season we go into a season with not a complete puzzle, and it's just not fair. Like City have a complete puzzle. I'm not saying that they've had to like gut it a little bit and overspend, but I'm jealous of that, man. Why does Man City and Chelsea get to spend the way they do? I just don't understand this PSR.
We're trying to be classy. Do you know what it is, bro? I tell you what it is, bro. Because they've got people with Chelsea. They're trying to get them back to where they need to be, right? Because obviously they were out the champs for a bit. Now that they're back in it, they've won the Club World Cup, the Conference League, so it's kind of paying off a little. So that was that, and that's what KSE done. Look at the players that we were buying when we were in the Europa compared to what we're buying now. Obviously, Gyökeres aside. What do you think about Zubimendi, bro? Because for me, I know we're kind of going off canter a little bit, but like I said, I can't count him as the gold dust category because he's a bit unproven. I know there's the possibility of there being a very good player there, but he ain't kicked ball in the league yet. He's quite small. I seen Casemiro body him, so I can't quite put him in the gold dust category yet. So when I'm saying the 6 players that Arsenal signed this window, I'm only looking at Gyökeres, like the shining light. So what do you think about him? Is he part of that?
I think Zubimendi. I honestly believe Zubimendi is the one signing that everyone's sleeping on. The rivals, the Arsenal fans, everyone. I do personally believe that because when Raya came in, I was against Raya. I was like, Ramsdale, why are they doing this? Disrespect. I was one of them guys. Yeah, I got proven wrong. Yeah, with the Zubimendi, I feel like a lot of people are going to get proven wrong because a lot of people said Partey is better. This that. I personally think Partey has got things better. There will always be certain things Partey's better at, but I just think that overall for our system and for the way Arteta needs his system and blah 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 and all this excuse he gives us, that's what I'm saying. These type of signings, there's no excuse now. Do you get it? And Zubimendi, he will upgrade Partey in certain things, like breaking the lines, unlocking Odegaard. Like Partey's good at that, but he does it less than Zubimendi. Zubimendi tries the forward pass a lot more, and he's better in tight spaces.
Have you watched him a lot? I mean, I watched him obviously for Spain, you know, a couple of the Europa when I was doing watch alongs. I'm not going to act like I watch him every week, innit?
Well, listen. Everyone in this chat that's a Premier League fan or from England watches 90%, 99%. Let's all be real and not act like only a few of us really do go watch all these other teams live and know all the stats. Most of us, man, we look at we look at the videos, we look at the live games we can. So obviously, since we've been linked with him for the last 24 months, every time he's played live, I've tried to watch him, and I have. And then I've looked at his stats online, and I've watched the videos. So that's all I can do as a fan. Do you know what I mean? And my guess is he might be an upgrade on Partey. That's my guess.
Right. And you know what it is? Because for me, I'm just saying, hand on heart, can you tell me right now, like the midfield has been stripped? Like obviously with all the things going on in the background with he who can't be named, like I understand why he's got to go. I'm not even upset about that anymore. I don't even want him near the club. And innocent till proven guilty. But like I said, in any other business, when you got them things hanging over your head, you should be on gardening leave. But that's out of our control. That's just opinions. We'll have to wait and see with that. But he's gone. That is the case. Norgard and Zubimendi. I mean, do you think that we've stayed the same level? Do you think we've gone above or lower?
That's the thing, yeah. The Zubimendi and Norgard versus Jorginho and Partey is questionable, and it's going to be questioned until we know the answer, and we're not going to know the answer till about Christmas. So with that, I can say that stayed the same technically until we see the answer. When we get the results and the answer, we'll know if it was a downgrade or upgrade. So with that one, they've done their best to replace 2 with 2. So it is what it is, yeah. But with the rest of the signings, I don't think it's hot. Listen, I do understand for them, it's hard to like. You're not going to replace Saliba. You're not going to replace Timber. You're not going to replace really the back four. You're not really going to replace Odegaard, which he doesn't have the balls to do, which he should get Eze in. That's why he needs to bring Eze in. And then, so really, the only way you can make this team better, realistically, is by adding depth on the bench, which they've done, adding a striker, which they should be doing. It's 99% done, apparently. And adding that left mid. And that left mid is the big one, isn't it? Is it going to be Eze? Is it going to be Rodrigo? Is it going to be both of them?
And what do you think about that? Because obviously I'm trying to just kind of switch the question a little bit, because I was going to ask you what pieces, like I said, do you think we need to challenge? You kind of answered that. We got the striker, we need the CAM, the left winger. What do you think of this situation? What do you think of the matter? Do you think that that's going to affect? Because now I've got a strong feeling that it's going to be Madueke and probably Eze, and we ain't going to go nowhere near Rodrigo. What do you think about the whole situation? Who do you think that we should go for? Would you rather us have Madueke and Eze or Rodrigo? You know what I mean? What do you think of all of that, bro?
No, listen. Don't ask silly questions. Come on, bro.
You know
Come on, bro. Listen,
bro, like,
all of us fans wanted, when we heard, Gyökeres, Eze, and Rodrigo, we was in heaven. We was all in heaven. We was checking that all the time, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, when you get the Noni news, I understand the disappointment, and everyone's. I understand. Even I'm disappointed, because I do think it is going to spoil that. So I do think they will get one or the two. I don't think they're going to get all I don't think they're going to get both Rodrigo and Eze, if I'm honest. I think they should, but I don't think they will. If they do, like I said earlier, they will complete the jigsaw puzzle. I'm not saying it's the best puzzle in the world, but they will complete it for the first time in ever.
Yeah.
In ever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it, man.
I want both. Noni's not a bad player. Noni's not a bad player. I think, yeah, having someone with some pace on the bench is very good, because if Martinelli's starting, there's no one to bring off the bench. If Saka and Martinelli are starting, there's no pace off the bench. And I will say this, yeah, Arteta's bench last season was a shambles, an absolute shambles some of the time. Like, he had nothing to work with. So there's no excuse for him this season. We're gonna see if he's a tactical genius or not this season.
Yeah,
you know, one of them.
Because you know what I say to combat that, James, is that it's his squad, bro. This is half a decade in. This is 750 before this transfer window, bro. This far in, there shouldn't be holes, there shouldn't be gaps, there shouldn't be people you don't trust on the bench, like, because it's your squad now. Like, all of that FA Cup winning Emery squad, that's gone now. Do you get it? Like, this is you. This is your work. So live by it. You know what I mean? Like you said, I want to see if you're a tactical, because it seems like you ain't got no faith in the team. But I mean, look, there you go. It's his squad.
You know what? To be fair, he's built a good squad. He has built a good squad. Do you know, if it's just about squad building and what you've done, yeah, let's be real, yeah. Arteta has built a squad better than Chelsea. Like let's just be. But it's just, if you're looking at it, can he get over the line? That's a different question. Can he win trophies? That's different to building a squad. Do you get it? And that's now it's time to win.
Fair play, and I'll give him credit for that. Fair play, because people say that I never give him any credit. Yeah, fair play. The thing that gets on my nerves is because he's just done one or two little good things. Like I said, people are acting like he's taken us from Bognor Regis to Antigua, bro. That is not that. It wasn't as we had a Europa League final before this guy even turned up. Like, can we? All I want to do is just dispel that myth, bro, because it's like people are living in Marvel. What if? Like,
no, you're right. You're right, 100%. You're right.
Bad. It's not acting like it was that bad. It
wasn't that bad. You're right. But I will say, look, let me ask you a question. Yeah,
it weren't that bad, bro. Go on.
Do you think we could have got Gyökeres off Man United and Chelsea 2-3 years ago?
2-3 years ago, Arteta wouldn't have been able to get him off them. It's only because, yes, he's done. This is about to be 6. No, he's already done. He's done 5.5 seasons because he took over from Emery, right at the beginning. 3 of those seasons, or 2.5, was bad. 2 of them was good. And then what are you telling me about last season? Seeing as your answer, do you think last season was good, my bro? Because this is
what
now we're talking about.
It's not good because it's not good. It's not good, but. Do you know what? I know what they're thinking though. I know they're thinking. Do you know what? He's got us to the semi-finals. He made us 100 and something million. Like, this guy. That's what the board's thinking. And I won't sit here and lie and say to the fans on here that I'm Arteta out, because I know a lot of your fans are Arteta out in it. So I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not gonna come on here and be fake to get love, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna be real, innit? I'm gonna tell you how I feel, innit? And I feel like Arteta deserves one more season. And like I said, I could be sitting here at Christmas with you, Views, yeah, and be like, you know what, you was right, man. We wasted a lot of time. Let's move on together. Let's get a new manager and be united, bro. That's the one thing. When Arteta goes, I'm gonna be happy because we can all be united again. I hate the divide. And it's just getting worse and worse.
And it's happened since when? Because like I'm saying, man, because there's some people, and do you know what it is? I don't know, man. I just think, like I said, I'm starting to understand, like, because Aaron talks Arsenal, big him up. He says people listen with their eyes. So, like, if we're talking about something and I bring up a graph or whatever, you're going to see it. It's going to make more sense, la-di-da. I say that it's Chinese whispers with the eyes because we all see something different. Now, I'm not going to poo-poo everything that this guy's done. However, I don't understand where all of the loyalty and the let's treat him like he's a family member thing, because at the end of the day, you guys went for Man City's cone man. So why don't we go and do that again then? Who's the assistant at Man City? Shall we go and get him now and give him that money? Because Unai weren't given that. So that's all I'm saying. Look, we'll give Arteta credit. He made us compete for a couple of seasons. He had all of the luck in the world, hardly no injuries. He's been backed by the fans, backed by the man. Even I believed that we could win. Not last season, the season before that, when they had the trophy at the Emirates. Even I'm human, bro. I'm like, raw. I'm seeing a trophy at my stadium, bro. Like, I'm praying that we win it. And I'm never wrong and strong. If Arteta's the guy to finally win something for Arsenal, then great. Then it's factory reset. You get another year. Let's see if you can keep winning. If you can't, then you need to kick on again, bro. You know what I
No,
mean? Because
definitely,
at
man.
this point, bro, we're making him better. I ask you to look at it like this, yeah. If he just left Man City and didn't come to us, where would he be managing, bro? Now, when he leaves Arsenal eventually, he's gonna walk into a decent job. It
That's
might not be.
that's a very good point you made. That's true. That's true. But
Yeah,
I believe he does go and win trophies in other leagues outside of
he
England.
might. He
I
might.
believe he does.
He might. He might listen, like you said, Brendan. He might. I'm not saying you've done everything bad, but when everyone says he's only had one bad year, I'm like, bro, like, please, it's not
Mm.
even that long ago. I smoke weed every day. How do I remember this stuff? And you man don't. You man are acting like it's a whole new reality. It wasn't that bad. Emery actually got us to a final, which, in case anyone needed to know, that's one step further than the semi. So when I hear
Yeah.
people keep, we got to a semi, we finished. I'm like, all right, cool, it's all right, but stop
Nah, but he got
acting like.
smoked in Baku though.
Bro, he got smoked in, but at least he was there to get smoked. And let me tell you something, bro. Them man there came back with a runners-up medal, and that runners-up medal is more than what they've got to hold in 5 years at being at Arsenal, bro. There's ways you got to look at it, bro. I understand that Arteta's done some good things, but don't make it up. That's what gets on my nerves. But I'm like, cool. That's how you see it. I can't change your mind, but just look at the facts, bro. Eighth, fifth. You were lucky to even get.
I also views. Yeah, one thing. Yeah, I see it slightly like differently because of the Kroenkes as well. Because I don't like it when they don't back the manager.
And
I
you
don't
think they
like it
haven't?
when they don't back the manager. They didn't back Wenger. They didn't back Emery.
Mm.
But
But they
I'm
backed
seeing them
Arteta.
back this guy in it.
Yeah,
So for
yeah.
me, as long as I'm getting signings and I see a change in pattern of the in a transfer window, which I used to dread the transfer window. I used to. Well,
So
we
you
all
think
had the
there's a change
shittest
in
transfer
pattern?
windows.
Sorry, and that's a great point. And let me say this quickly, yeah, because I like kind of the back and forth, right? I agree with you. I don't hate these guys more than I want Arsenal to win. I need to make that clear. Do you understand what I'm saying? Arsenal first, not Arteta, not Kroenkes, not any player, the football club. So if the football club wins, I finally get what I want. So people can come over here trying to mud me. Like, look at last season, yeah. All season we couldn't put together more than what 3 wins in the league. Where was
Yeah.
everyone giving me apologies all season? Yeah, after the semi-finals when we got it was Crufts at the Emirates, we got dog walk, bro. Where was everyone giving me apologies? I don't expect it. I'm just saying. So when we do beat Man City 5-1, oh, we beat Real Madrid, oh, that's the anomaly.
Views, you know what? I was when Arteta came in, I didn't want him. I was calling him Cone Man. I didn't want him. I was
Oh,
pissed. Yeah,
swear.
I was pissed. But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he look, I only can go on the evidence I've been shown in it, and he made me change my mind on him and want to give him a chance.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's. I used to hate him as a player as well. I hated him as a
Yeah,
player
he
for
was
Arsenal
shit
as
as a
well.
player.
So
Shit,
I've
yeah.
always hated this guy, innit? So it's just
Mm, mm,
so
mm.
when I'm saying just he deserves one more chance, and I've been positive for the last couple of years, trust me, I was against him when he
Bro,
first came in. It's
I
just
told you. I told you I was a human like you. I was a human like you. After 23, 24, and I saw what could happen, I'm like, right, you shouldn't have been here now. This
yeah.
the fourth season. The
Mm.
fourth season, and we're only starting to do something, yeah. But like I said, cool, I can start seeing something. And back then, he was saying the right things as well, maximizing every window, things like that. You're doing and saying the right things. But then, as of not last season, and even 23, 24, when we
Mm.
only lost it by a couple of points, I was starting to question a couple of things, but I was still backing it. When we lost out by 2 points, and you was at the Emirates talking about second ain't good enough, I was riding with man, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, I was riding with him on this channel because I had this channel for a year. I was riding with him. I'm like, nah, bro, I can see what's going on. This summer, we've got to go mad. Michael Jackson, this is it. This summer, third time lucky. We're going to go mad. We're going to go mad. I was backing him. And then I saw what they dished up. And I'm like, brother, like my belly's making noises now. I need to go to the toilet. Like, what have you dished me up, bro? And now you're saying the wrong things. Ever since you signed that contract, 15.6, now you're not saying the right things. Now you're looking
Mm.
stubborn. Now you're bold-faced lying. Like talking about the Euro Champions League and that. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I
Trust me,
don't know.
he's under huge pressure. You know
Yeah,
that first 5 games, like if he loses a couple, the pressure is different. You see Chelsea, it's so annoying that Chelsea have spent 1.4 billion, yeah, no 1.5 billion, yeah,
yeah.
and you know Chelsea fans this time last year. Sorry to go off topic, but they would be like, oh, we've sold 600 million. You're not taking that into consideration, but they sold apart from Noni, they sold nothing else this summer. Yeah,
Mm,
so they spent
mm,
about 1.5 overall, and their manager has. I know they just won the Club World Cup, but it's just he's got no expectation going into the season. And Chelsea, as a club, as an institution, spending more than any team. They don't have any expectation to win the
They
Premier League
always
this
go
season.
under the radar, innit? They always got, and that's why I say, and then everyone keeps saying that, and their fans keep chiding us. We're bigger than you. I
Yeah.
say, look, you're more successful than us in the last 2 decades, 100%. That you've won everything. However, you're still not bigger than us because nobody cares what you do. But the one thing I will say is that they do, they do sell play, and us with our business is rubbish, bro. Like, you have to admit, it is absolutely rubbish.
It's bad.
That's the only way that they can get away with that, because they're selling Drewsbury Hall for, like, how much did they sell him for, bro? Like, we can't sell our players for that.
Nah, but
Kivior, we can't even get
if we
10
win
million.
this, let's do it. Look, hypothetical. Yeah, if we win the league this season, with buying Eze and Rodrigo, you would see the change in that. It wouldn't even be because of Berta, but Berta would make it even better. So we'd sell Martinellis and Trossards and Jesus and Havertz and Ben White and Timber, and all these players could go for some money, and we could finally see a better selling side of Arsenal. But the reason why you can't sell players is because you got shit players. And I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about in the whole 20 years, the last 20 years. Who wants to buy players that finish 7th, or 4th, but it's Sonogo and it's all these deadwood players. No one wants them. Do you know what I mean? And
the
people
last
love
couple
success.
of years, yeah, and the last couple of years, we haven't been able to sell any of our players. Like people, like, look at Kivior. He was getting a bit of interest because he got a run of games when Gabby was out. Understand what I'm saying? Because you're not putting enough faith in these guys. You're not putting them in the shop window, like, for anyone to see.
There you go.
You know what I
You
mean?
said it better than me. You said it better than me.
Yeah, and that's my problem. I don't expect Bert to come in and because look at, I'll say it like this: Man City, everyone thinks that everything's so difficult. Man City, for under 400 million, yeah, and especially now if they get Livramento, they've got 11 players in 6 months.
Yeah,
In 6 months, everyone keeps saying how hard it is, bro. In 6 months, they just went and got it done. That's what gets on my nerves. And that, for me, that's what I want to see, right? Stop, because I'm not asking Arteta to say goosebumps. I'm not asking anyone to say be excited or anything like that. But that's what you're coming out and saying. So that's what I'm expecting, bro. Like, I just want to see a change. Like, for me, like, Gyökeres, yes, that signals that things might be going in the right direction. However, and I want to ask you about this, yeah. Do you honestly believe that he was the main target? Because I think, right, and I was saying it, yeah, I was saying it on the show before. I was saying it on the show before this one. I said, thank God that RB Leipzig are so greedy, bro. Because I honestly think if they weren't, we'd be looking at Sesko. I mean,
100. I agree with you. I agree with you. But you know what it is, yeah? I think, yeah, the news reports of Arteta preferring Sesko and Berta preferring Gyökeres was true. But I feel like Berta didn't want to come in and be a cunt, like, too much. Right. So I feel like he was like, let me work with you, Arteta. Let me chat to them. Let me chat to them. And he's gone to chat to them. They're overpriced, and he's gone back to Arteta. He said, listen, money wise, we might be able to get more players if we go for the cheaper option, innit? And so, yeah, man, you're 100% right. Like, I feel like if they was both the same price, even, they would have went for Sesko for 2 reasons. One, he is built for the system better. Yeah, that's the truth. I'll be real with you. And 2, he's 21, so they could sell Sesko for 100 million in a couple years. And that's and we can play. So it's hard. Do you know what? It's hard for them to do their job and get everything perfectly right, because we always complain at everything so much. Like, we want us to be a good selling team. So if you want to be a good selling team, buy youngsters, put them in a shop window like we was talking about, and then you can get a profit. Do you get it? Like Chelsea done. Like,
no, I get it.
Like,
no, I get it. And they're all valid points, my bro. They're all valid points, and some people might not think about these things. I just think, look, if Brighton can do it, because they're a selling club, you know, they sell for big boy money. Like, it's not that hard though. I just want to see competence. That's why I thought, and I was calling him Montgomery Berta. Release the hounds. Right now, I'm just calling him Bert because, like I said, I agree. Maybe he didn't want to come in and just start buoying off everything. But at the end of the day, we need to. I just want to see right for Arsenal. So you might be right. Maybe Sesko is more of a mobile. You know, he's a kangaroo. He can jump in the air very high. You know, I get it, bro. Like, you know, that might suit what Arteta wants. But I just want Arsenal to start moving for Arsenal now, not for this guy. Because
can we agree on one thing though?
Go on.
If Berta gets Eze or Rodrigo or both, yeah, but let's say he just gets one of them, yeah, because they're gonna play left, probably, yeah. This has got to be, not saying it's our best window of our fantasy window of all time, like, but I'm saying this has got to be the best window of like a long time, bro. Where in a sense, like, when we go into the season, Everyone's saying we need this. And then when the window closes, we've got everything we asked for. Like, we've never had a window like that. And we could, for the first time, not saying they're the greatest signings ever, but we could, for the first time, have a window where we've seen 8 man come in, all the positions that every fan asked for. I'm just saying, we might be praising this guy soon. I don't know.
No, you got a good point, right? And the thing is, you think people think that I just want to get up and just criticize on a daily. Like, nothing of too much is a good thing. If you're too positive, it's not good. You're a lemon. You're just a blind follower. This isn't religion. Yeah. They ain't your family members. It's not your brethren. You don't share the last name. Stop it. Get some help. Yeah, there's that. But then too much negativity is also, you're just looking for the wrong and everything. That's not what I'm here to do. I want to see competency. As you were saying, everything that the fans asked for. Did the fans ask for Mosquera? No, but I don't mind that signing. Did the fans ask for Kepa? Not at all. Madueke? Not at all. Norgard? Not at all. We didn't ask for those players.
No, you're right. They didn't ask for those players specifically, but they asked for a
backup goalkeeper. Let me finish.
They asked for a backup centre back.
Yeah, let me just finish this one, and then I'll let you come straight back in, because. But you are right. But you are. I know where you're going. I know where you're going with it, and I'll give you the credit you deserve. Right. But I'm just saying, no one asked for those players. No one asked us to give money to Chelsea again. No one asked for any of that. What we did ask for is players like Eze, Rodrigo, and Gyökeres. Now, if we get Gyökeres, cool. We still ain't got Eze. We might not even be in for. If we got all 3 of those players, I'd say I'm shutting my mouth. We're cooking. If we get Gyökeres and Eze, then we've kind of only half cooked, bro, because the other players, they might be good. They might be, and they might, and I'll have to say I was wrong about that. And I'm never wrong on strong. Never, yeah. If I'm wrong and they prove me right, come and mud me, because Arsenal's winning. I don't care, right? But I'm just saying.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
No. But come and do it. I don't mind. I'm gonna have a whole show. If Arteta gets across the line in any, I'll have a whole show. I won't even talk. Just come and say what you want. Come and mud me. Come and call me. You know, I get called pot of paper, the mixed race league gunner. You understand? Yeah. Come and say whatever you want. I don't care. It doesn't affect me, because we've won. Because every time we don't win, every time I'm proved right, which is a lot of the time, I'm not over on your side saying because Arsenal are not winning. Like, I don't get any joy out of that. Do you get me? But I'm just saying, yeah. 100%. So you're right. And I'll give you credit, right? You're right. If, like I said, if we need to be getting both, bro. In my opinion, people are like, oh, we ain't got the money for that. You're damn right, we got the money for that, bro. You're damn right. And the Cronkies, they can put 109 million every fucking year of their own money, and they don't every year.
100%. And Eze's a 3-year, 20-something mil each year. It's only Rodrigo that we have to pay a lump sum up for. So it's possible to get both. There's no excuses not to get both. Bro.
And that's what I want. And I get people saying, bro, I should know better. You know, we ain't going to do that. And I do. And I do know better. And I'm settling for the fact that maybe I'll put...
I know better. Or better. Yeah, I know better.
You know, well.
Better might do it for us, man.
I can't give him that credit yet. When he does it, I will give him the credit. And this is the thing that annoys me, is because people keep telling me to calm down and that, yeah? Based on feelings, based on projections. When it is done, then I've got evidence to base it on.
But that's the beautiful thing. We can chop it up, yeah, and we can have our opinions on it now. But when the window closes, we'll have the answer. We'll have the full result to have even a better conversation about. So I'm just saying, yeah, I feel like the reason why he's penny pinching, yeah, and working on multiple deals at a time is because I do think he wants to get more signings through the door. I think he wants to make a statement that Berta's here, bro. That's what he wants. That's what, if you walk into a new job and you got power, and you got eyes around the world, especially in this industry, like, you want to make a statement out here. That's why the sporting manager, the sporting director, was so determined to fight with our sporting director. He said a statement. He's basically saying, translation, these men are trying to mug me off, innit? That's what he's basically saying. And he held strong for long so he could look good. It's a bit of PR. Look good to the owners. Look good to the new fans. They're both new sporting directors, so they had a bit of a. And Berta's come out on top, so it's all good.
I think it's kind of embarrassing, though, bro. The fact that the players had to come out of his own pocket, the agents had to, like, because we're haggling. Because the way I try to explain it, it's like haggling over the halal meat, bro. And then when the haram,
if it gets me Eze and Rodrigo, I understand it.
Bro, because the haram thing gets yam straight away, bro. Man's licking the plate. Look how quick that goes, bro. But you've got the halal food right there, and you're haggling about it, bro. Make it make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. So my point is this, right? And I'm trying to just get to the crux of my point, right? I'm still seeing the same actions. Like I said, if Leipzig weren't greedy, we would have been seeing Sesko this summer. I promise you that. right? And I don't think that was the right move.
And I
That's
agreed with that.
right. No. And right. So I'm saying the crap, and I agree with you. Maybe Bert don't want to come in and start, but you should at the end of the day, because it's your job to see the club do well off. And
Views, please
I
let me
agree with
jump
you.
in.
I
Views,
think
let me
we
jump
need
in one.
to have a massive
Views,
signing.
views. Let me just say one thing. Let me say one thing. Sorry
Go
to
on.
interrupt you. I won't interrupt
Go
you
on.
again. I just feel like, yeah, if we didn't need so many players, I feel like we would be going for Isaac. Sorry, I had to
Oh,
interrupt you
you
for this.
really?
I feel
Okay.
like we would go for Isaac. That's the dream target, yeah. But we're not in the position to get Isaac because we need Eze. We need Rodrigo. We need a centre back up. We need to replace 2 centre mids. Unfortunately for us,
We
one
agree
was
on
a
this.
bloody rapist. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then we
we
had to
agree
get
on
back
this.
up. We had to do so much because they're so incompetent in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
It's damaging us right now, and this is why we need to make a change. And this is why Burton needs to spend this fucking money. Yeah, so we can never be in this position again. So where we can be a selling club, where we can
Do you know
flip
what?
it.
With what you just said, I totally agree. He's having to clean up the mess, because I don't know if you've been seeing some of the other shows. I've been saying Burton needs to box smart. If you need to box smart, why are we paying best part of 50 for Madueke, bro? If you was
I
giving,
get that.
if you was doing 15 million, I promise I wouldn't even have said anything. Like, all right, now I can see the sense in that. Do you know what I mean? So because I want Rodrigo, because what I said is I don't expect him to do what Man City's done. In 6 months, they've just got 10 players under 400 million. Some are prospects, some are good.
They're panicking. They're
Yeah,
panicking.
bro, maybe they are, but they're getting Marmouche. They've got Reinders. They've just got Cherky for 35 million euros, not pounds. Why weren't we even in the mix for that?
I
So
know.
all I'm
I
saying
know.
is, 1 second, bro. I'm just saying, I agree with you. Burton needs to box smart. We can't afford, like, we might be able to afford to put the money down for Isaac, but let's not do that because we need to get this, and this. I'm with you. Gyökeres, I'm with you. Eze, I want that. Rodrigo, we need that. But now I'm thinking that the Rodrigo deal might be in jeopardy because you've just gone and done that so quickly for Madueke. I'm like, come on, bro. Because what I was saying at the start, I don't expect 10 players like City. I just expect 4. Get me 4 like stakes, bro. Get me 4 stakes, yeah. And then whatever you do after that, loans, prospects, youth, I don't even care. We need to box smart. I don't expect bare players. Just get me 4 stakes. You know why? Because if they're not good enough to come in, right, and upset the first team, they're going to be very good bench players. If they are good enough to come in and upset the first team, then the first team is going to be the bench players, and that's the level that we need to get at. So that's where I'm at. But he can shut me up. You go and get me Eze and Rodrigo, bro. I promise you, bro. I will staple my mouth together. But until I see things like that, I can't just say, oh, I believe it's going to happen, because the evidence shows me we're still getting the dead signings first. The first people through the window is a goalkeeper, bro. Hot point, Bosch,
definitely,
Whirlpool.
man. Definitely. No,
You know, so,
I see your. Listen, I'm not blind. I'm not following Arteta blindly. I just want to make sure people understand that. I just understand, yeah, that where we was and the culture you have to build, and we're still in it. It's like Chelsea. The mentality of Chelsea, they still got credit in the bank. People are like, nah, they'll be back. Like, people really were clowning us. Even when the first 2 title charges, they were like, next year you're not going to do it. You're going to be mudded again. Like, it's very pressure. Like, the pressure for Arsenal is different to any other London team, man.
I know, and that's why I say we're still a big club. That's why I say that. But we're not out of the banter era, though, bro. Like, we're still getting back. We're always gonna get bantered because we're Arsenal.
No, but
like,
the views. One thing, Emery, you talk about Emery, yeah, but let's just be real, innit? I always said Emery was a fraud, yeah. Like, my boy, I got family are Spanish, yeah. That's the Seville fan, the Sevillian fans, bro. They love Seville. Like, they told me this guy's a cup man. He ain't a league man, innit? They told me before he joined, but I was still happy to see Wenger go. So everyone was united, so it was cool at the time, yeah. But I quickly turned on him, and then we couldn't win an away game. We couldn't win an away game. We had the worst away record in the Prem. Yeah. Now, and we couldn't beat a top 6 team. We used to get smoked. Arsene Wenger's 1000th game. Listen. I have to be grateful. Listen, I hate to say it like this, yeah. I want to win. I want to win, but I have to be great. Listen, one thing, I have to be grateful that we're a good away team now. I have to be grateful that when's the last time a top 6 team beat us?
Is that enough,
like,
though,
these
James,
little things are impressive.
We used to win. They're impressive, but is that the level that we're gonna say we're gonna keep this guy for half a decade?
No, I agree with you. This is his last chance. Last chance, that's it.
750.
And then I
Why
told
did
you
we?
the
Whether
level of
people liked
expectation I had.
Emery, whether he said Gode Benin and couldn't, and he couldn't even say VAR, sounded like he was saying beer. Yeah, I hear all of that. People didn't understand him, but he never had a fair
And it's
shake.
good, and he couldn't even say good evening, bro. Come on.
I hear that, but he never had a fair shake of the dice. So the fact that my man's come in and all he's had to do is make us win a few games, or we're not getting bantered, no, we're not getting battered, no, is that it? Like, I come from an era where we was kicking off if we finished second, bro, under Wenger. But anyway, time's going, and we can have this conversation over and over again. And listen, I think some of the things you've said have been credible. Some of the things, obviously, I don't agree with, like that, because for me, just we're not getting bantered by the top six. That's not enough for me. But some people, it is. We're seeing that, and I hear it, and I try to understand it. But obviously, we are kind of getting to the end of the show, so I want to talk a little bit about you. Big up your channel, man. Like, what's going to happen? I know obviously there's been a little bit of, you've had to rebrand and rechange, and so tell us about yourself, my bro.
Well, listen, look, I had a channel with a friend of mine, and it was called Football Locker Room Banner. We did it for like a year, nearly. Basically, we decided to go our separate ways. I'm not going to get into details. I've had to start again. So yeah, I've only got 37 subscribers. We had like 800 subscribers, but obviously we've done a split. I've had to start again on 0. But yeah, man, I just enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Me and Shaq, we enjoy our little convos. I've enjoyed it, man. It's my first year on YouTube. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
There's some hard days. And people think this is easy. It ain't as easy as it looks. Trust me on that. It ain't as easy as it looks, bro. It ain't. But yeah, man. So really and truly, like, I'm not the most positive fan, but I just don't want people to think I'm some Arteta in guy, like just straight Arteta following him blindly. I'm not.
Yeah.
But
no, but speak your truth, bro.
I'm definitely like understanding people who want him out a lot more. And I'm with you lot. This is just, I know you lot said it last year as his last chance, but for me, I did say I felt like he needed the striker. I want to see him with a striker. That's what I've been saying. So I can't change it. I'm not gonna fake it. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So this season, if he don't, like I said, he don't do well this season, I'll be Arteta out, man.
Yeah, to be honest with you, bro. To be honest with you, we all have to just accept it, because he's not gonna quit, is he? He's not. No way he's gonna walk out on 15.5 million a year. We all have to accept it at the end of the day, bro. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're the guy to finally get across the line, it's about damn time. Factory reset. We go again next year. Win me something. Even if you don't win them, you have to keep winning. The moment you don't, then we need to move on, because Arsenal needs to be. Just like when Klopp left Liverpool, Slot came in, competent manager, like you said, still benefiting off of what Klopp done. Maybe Arteta's just that guy. Maybe you will go on somewhere else and win. But at the end of the day, how many strikes can you have at it? It's been half a decade, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
$1 billion nearly spent.
When you say half a decade, it sounds bad still.
It's mad, bro. And a bigger Aaron, because he done a thing on his channel where he done, like most managers, kind of like the time scale that they need to get in, build their squad. It's about 2.5, 3 years. You can't say he's not been backed. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, it's not about him. It's about you. Have you got anything coming up? Obviously, you mentioned Shaq. It's you and Shaq on the channel, yeah?
Yeah, it's just me and Shaq. We're 2 Arsenal fans. Football Locker Room Banter. Yeah, we just do like 3 lives a week, man. We just do it for fun. We're having fun with it. And I'm going to start coming on your show more as well, man. Because you know what? I enjoy these convos, man. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, everyone I talk to is Arteta out these days. So, but obviously, like, it's still fun, man. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, man. Of course. And like I said, that's why I have Chinks on here. Allow the guy a half volley to come on here. And if you disagree, then it's like I said, as long as it's not disrespectful, as long as no one's being out of pocket, then come on and disagree. I don't want it to be an echo chamber. Do you know what I mean? I want to understand why. And I respect the people that have at least got a logic, not just the people that say, just stop moaning. All you do is moan every day. Just support no matter what. That gets on my nerves. Like, give me a reason as to why you think like that, and I'll give you the reason as to why I think like that. And more time, you can't really go back and forward with me. Not many people anyway. Do you know what I mean? So
no, you've got to listen. If we didn't moan and we were just sitting there happy, that's different, bro. Like, I'm not sitting there like, yeah, we're ballers. I'm happy to be where we are. But I'm just like, I point out the good things and I listen to the bad things. And I understand everything bad he's done. Trust me, I've seen all the mistakes he's made.
Yeah. And
every manager makes mistakes.
And I give him credit. And I was, if you go back to my channel, it's just over a year. I was giving him credit when credit is due. When credit, and if he wins, then he's gonna get credit. Is he not? So people think, oh, you're Arteta out, or you're just negative, bro. I'm not Arteta out more than I want Arsenal to win. But anyway, have you got any kind of specific?
You know what his biggest?
Go on.
You know what his biggest mistake was, though. For me, his biggest mistake, was buying Havertz. Like whoever bought Havertz out of him and Edu have set the club backwards. Listen, I said this when we bought Havertz. I said this to a couple of my guys. This might be how Arteta gets kicked out the club. He's gonna die on that Havertz sword. You know what I mean? Like he has to do what he did. Like with Gyökeres coming in, thank God, Like Sesko coming in, he could have rotated the two and had an excuse. But with Gyökeres coming, the fans won't even let him do that, bro. He's got to play Gyökeres. That's it.
Bro.
So
bro.
I feel like Havertz will be moved on next year, and if we have a bad season, Havertz and Arteta can both fuck off. You know, one of them, they can both leave.
Straight. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Sorry that obviously it's taken me so long to get to it. Obviously, we got school run and that to do, so we are gonna have to wrap up. But I do appreciate everyone that left a comment. Obviously, more of you are coming in now as the show's about to bloody end. You know, it's always the way. But make sure you're clicking the link. Just go to the title of this stream, Football Locker Room Banter, I think. I always, it's one of those ones I can never say it, bro. I don't know. I feel like Jonathan Ross when I try to say it.
You know what it is, I'll be honest with you. We're gonna stay as Football Locker Room Banter for now, for the next couple months, and I'm gonna rebrand it to an Arsenal name. But I would love to support people, man. Football Locker Room Banter. Right now, it just says Football Locker Room. But I'm going to change it back to Football Locker Room banner in the next couple of days.
Even that Football Locker Room, I feel like I don't know what it is. I always it's just something that's just wired into my brain. I just fuck it up. But
no, trust me. Unless you get used to, you have to get used to it. Because there's 4 words, isn't it? But that's why I'm going to rebrand it. But just for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. But listen, make sure you guys are following James up, man. We got his partner in crime this Thursday at 1 p.m. We got Shaq, so coming to hear his story as well.
Hey, listen, people, listen. Shaq is an Arteta out guy. Yeah, him and Views are going to be having a good old chat. So make sure you
listen. This was a great chat. This was a great chat. I always want to know why. Well, all it is, is just don't just tell me blind faith and feelings. Just give me give me something to think about. Give me an angle that I haven't thought about yet. Give me something to marinate over. That's it. Don't just tell me just because I'm supporting no matter what. Because that you might just walk off a cliff. You're just a lemon then, bro. If you've got a reason, give me something to think about. That's all I'm saying, man. But we got Shaq coming up on Thursday. Please, guys. Obviously, there's 18 of you in here right now. Hit the name in the title. His link is in the chat. Let's at least get him to like over 40 today, man. Come on, guys, man. Please. Fabrizio Isaac Bomber. Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. I don't even want to. If Liverpool do that, bro, we're done, bro. We are everyone's done.
Bro, that's why everyone's coming through.
Yeah, that's why everyone's coming through. What is there a bomber? Yeah, allow it, man. All you get is dusty box.
Oh, I think Isaac will go there because they're getting Ekitike. So I feel like
right. They are, and people are saying Newcastle. What? Yeah, because I saw a formation 3-5-2. I'm like, that's dangerous, bro. They could have both of them. However, I've got a sneaky feeling everyone keeps talking about he'd come to Arsenal. Why? He'd go to Liverpool. They've just won the league.
Well, Liverpool are getting Isaac. Yeah, remember I told you this, people. Yeah. This is why I'm saying it's peak for Arteta because he probably if Liverpool does sign for Isaac, we ain't probably gonna win the league. So then he has to win the Champions League, and then if he doesn't win that, he has to go.
He has to. But
and I'm just saying,
what about FA Cup?
One thing on the Isaac thing, they can sell. They just got a bid from Bayern today. They rejected it. They could sell him. They could sell Darwin, and with that money, they could go buy Isaac. Yeah. And that's the shit I'm talking about. They put themselves in this position. Even though they never spent money last year, they put themselves in this position. Because what did they do a couple years ago? They bought 80 to 100 million players. They got the Van Dijk. They got the Salah. They built their squad. They stacked it up. Yeah.
I've said the same thing.
And that's why, I've said it a couple times in the stream already, we need to buy these 2 last players, complete the puzzle, so we can finally be in the same position. Next year, we could... Imagine Mbappe comes on the market for 110, 150 mil, and we could be there. Like, I'm not saying I want Mbappe or that could happen. I'm just saying the best players in the world, if we only need to buy 1 or 2, that means you can spend every year. We can spend 200 mil. Don't be fooled. Any team in the Prem, especially the Big 6, can spend 200 million every year, and it's only getting more and more because of TV money. So
Yeah.
if you only need 1 or 2 added to your team, that's 200 million pound ballers. That's how you improve, bro. That's how you become elite.
Exactly, because you have to keep doing it. People think you can just do it once, but if you do it right, then you don't have to keep doing it as big every year. I exactly agree, and I've said that a million times over. If Newcastle can find their big boy pants, why are Arsenal still in a dirty wash? I don't understand it. Do you get it?
True.
So, but there you go, man. Obviously, we've just done over an hour. I'm aware that you've got a cut. I've got a cut as well. Thank you so much, bro. I have enjoyed this, man. You think I'm going to enjoy it more with Shaq, but we'll probably just be agreeing on everything. You know, I like to be challenged sometimes. I like to think about different things in it.
Nah, but you know what? I'm gonna start coming. You know, when you do those shows, I'm gonna start just jumping on like sporadically, and then maybe like eventually, and when the season starts or something, we could do a show once every week or two, man. Because I enjoy like it's nice to get good fans to talk to, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, man. As long as we keep it real and respectful, like I said, it's not an echo chamber, and I don't want lemons. So yeah, man, definitely we'll sort something out. I'm gonna talk to a few people about trying to put together a little panel show for like a once in a week sort of thing. So we'll get it all sorted, man. I'll definitely be in contact. All right, guys, I'm gonna look for someone to send you on to. Please be back for Thursday though, 1 p.m. We've got James's partner in crime, Shaq, from Football Locker Room Banter. He is going to be here giving us his side of things. So make sure you're here for that. We've got Clean Through one-on-one with me and Shane Guna. I think we're going to do that tomorrow now, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Then I'm going to be on with Vigilante supporting him. So come and show all the love. Make sure you're subscribing though, guys. At least like 10 of you, man. Go over and subscribe. Show my guy all the love in the world and don't be pagans. We're going to send you over to DJB. And then we will be back tomorrow. Peace and love, everyone, man. Big up to James again. It's been a pleasure, man. Honestly, it's been great, man. Go over and say Views Raid over at DJB, and we'll see you soon, people. Peace.